Welcome to the AI-powered software development training offered by TechView Digital Lab. My name is Emmanuel Edward, and I will be your instructor in this course. This course is focused on turning every student into a professional software developer using the power of artificial intelligence, even if you do not have previous software development experience. The course is structured into modules and lessons. We have about 13 modules with a total of about 90 lessons. Each module is progressively built on the previous module to give you a progressive logical flow and a firm grasp of the core concepts. It is practical oriented and loaded with several projects which you are expected to complete all of them in order to build hands-on experience. All right. Without much talk, let's dive right into the first module. Right, the first module is titled Introduction to AI Software Development. So this is just the introduction, and the lesson one in this module one is titled The Evolution of Software Development. In this lesson, we will be looking at how software development has evolved from manual coding to the use of AI assistance. We didn't start from where we are, all right? Software development came from everything being done manually. Before now, building software was something only hardcore programmers could do. You have to go through a long learning journey, many number of years, from the very scratch of HTML to CSS to JavaScript and several other languages for front end and back end. Then for mobile, you have to learn Swift, Java, and Kotlin. People who could write thousands of lines of code from scratch using syntax that look like Greek to most of us. But today, things have really changed. You can literally describe what you want, and AI will help you build it in a matter of minutes, at most hours. All right. So in this first lesson, all we are going to do is to have a walkthrough of how software development evolved from manual coding to this new age of AI assisted development. All right. So in the early days of software development, everything was manual. That is all I've been saying. Everything was manual. Developers had to write every single instruction in the programming languages that they have mastered. All right, building a simple application could take months or sometimes even years. I remember I had to take about 4 months to be able to launch an e-commerce application. I think that was 2023 using a programming language. I used PHP on Laravel framework. All right, every feature required hundreds of lines of codes. Debugging it was painful, I tell you the truth. Collaborating with others just to get one or two things solved, but yet it was still slow. Only a few people, the so-called tech geniuses, who survived the level of complexity that we had so many years ago. But thank God we are here today. You know, the whole wall of manual coding. It was powerful, but it was very slow. It was expensive. If you don't know your onions, it will be intimidating to you. All right. So, but today we are talking about the transition from hardcore coding. It later became low code, where you use drag and drop tools like WordPress, like Wix to build applications. But now we are talking about no code, that is AI powered development. You just stay there, watch your screen, and AI will be doing all the coding for you. And for the first time in the history of software development, non-programmers can now build websites, they can now build applications. So it is a big shift. It's a big shift. All right. But even then, back then, those tools still had limits. You needed logic, you needed design, understanding of how a design is done. You have to think like a designer before you can even build a product. Imagine being able to talk to your development environment through by writing text, which we call prompt, or using audio. You describe your idea and you have the AI write the code, generate the UI, fix bugs. Bugs are errors in software, and even deploy your project. All right, you just sit down and watch him do it. And we have these platforms like Cursor AI, Lovable AI, Replete, Base 44, another one called Rock, Winsoft, Firebase Studio, Dreamflow. These are platforms that are redefining how we build applications today. I want you to know one thing, that AI doesn't just help you code faster. It helps you think like a developer. It becomes your co-founder, your senior engineer, and your debugging partner all in one tool. All right. So this is the best time in history to become a software developer. You don't need to be a genius. You just, you don't need to memorize syntax like we used to do, memorize, try to understand, a whole lot of stuff. All you need right now is, first of all, clarity of idea and the right tools, and AI will handle the rest. So this training will show you how to use these AI tools, which I've mentioned some of them, to build powerful web applications and mobile applications, from fintech application, e-commerce application, e-learning, company websites, CRM tools. All right, anything you can imagine can be built after you are done with this course, and you are doing it faster than you ever imagined. All right, so that is that for the introduction. In the next lesson, we'll go deeper into how AI will actually works in software development and the exact role it plays behind the scene. All right, so by the end of module 1, you will not just understand the history. All right, that is, I'm trying to give you the fundamentals, the background of what we are doing in this course. You will see clarity where you fit into the future of software. All right. That is what this first module is all about. Let's dive right in. See you in the next lesson.